And, you know, every Wednesday we try to find out what is going on with FEEL. Elena Villafana Sylvester is with us once again. She is the CEO of FEEL, and we have a representative of the Reading Association of Trinidad and Tobago, Sister Annetta Alexander. Good morning, ladies, and welcome.
Good morning, Rishi.
Sister, let me start with you to tell me about the Reading Association of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, the association is founded in 1982 by a group of teachers who were passionate about this whole question of literacy. And we have existed since then. And their objective is to promote reading. And we are in the business of early prevention in the sense that we want our children to learn to read so that later on they can make their contribution to society. We do so by having various projects, and we are very grateful to FEEL because in running the projects, we have to have finances, and FEEL supports us in giving us various items, stationery, and different items that help us to run our programs. So we're very grateful to them for that. And they also help to source financial help because we run strictly our members support the organization. We are not sponsored. So we are very happy when we feel.
And Elena, it must make you feel good, you know. Every time I ask you this, you know, when you hear people talk about the work that your organization is doing to help people, and literacy, being able to read is very important for young people.
Yes. I mean, exactly, Rishi. And, you know, that's one of the fundamental tenets under which FEEL operates. So we believe that education and capacity building is fundamental to the development of Trinidad and Tobago. And so we want to support organizations that focus on education. I mean, in addition to the Reading Association, as you know, FEEL provides support to over 70 schools across Trinidad and Tobago, and it's all part of our initiative to support education and build that foundation. So what we want to talk about, Sister mentioned early intervention. What we want to do is to help prevent the problems or the crises that we see happening at the end of things. So we want to make sure that we give people a good start, a good foundation.
Yeah, prevention is always better than cure. Exactly. Sister, what is the organization doing? What is the association doing to help?
What we have several projects in line. We have the Read to Me project, which is to encourage young mothers to read to their babies even while they're in the womb. We also have the program, the Teaching of Reading program, which where we work in the university open campus, a program that we run there. And the one major one is a conference that we have every year during the Easter holidays. And this takes place next week. And it consists of teachers. We target teachers. And this year we're looking at teachers sharing successful practices so that those who attend will leave with ideas, practical ideas that they can use in the areas of vocabulary and also comprehension, so that they can then take that back to the schools and help the children. Because one of the major problems we have is in the children comprehending, understanding what they read.
Yeah, I know, because I had a lot of problems with that, but practice is always important. Yeah? Elena, how do you see our children progressing based on the work that this organization is doing?
It's been absolutely fantastic because where their intervention takes place is really with the teachers. And if we have teachers that are better equipped, then we get the benefits of that from the children, not so, because the teachers that are able to zone in and identify children that need that additional support and provide them and are equipped to provide them with the support. You know, one of the challenges that we have, we keep talking about this thing, and Sister and I had this conversation, as if reading is this thing that just falls like manna from heaven and everybody will just learn to read if you just put a book in front of them. And we have to realize that it's actually a specialty and it requires special intervention and understanding. And that's the...
Yeah, and as you mentioned, special intervention. If a child has a learning disability, reading, you know, somebody may have dyslexia or something, does the organization do anything to assist those people?
Well, what we do, we have remedial sessions. The members, according to where they live, if there are children in the area, they assist them on an individual basis in whatever areas of reading that they may have.
So there is some sort of assistance for them.
Yeah.
Because reading is so important, and we heard all of these comments about SEA and that kind of thing, it is important that we get the young people involved. How do you see the partnership working out with this association moving forward?
And it's a partnership that we've had for a number of years, and I think that there's a great opportunity for us to deepen that partnership. Sister and I had a conversation yesterday about how can FEEL work with the Reading Association to help get more people involved. So one of the challenges that the association has had is making sure that as wide a cross-section or as many teachers as possible can benefit from the education that they provide. And FEEL is going to continue to work with the association to see how we can help them engage them and overcome that challenge.
Yeah, sister, I need to ask you this question, and also you, Elena, you can answer as well. There are many people are talking about the SEA exam, and because we're talking about literacy, I said I'll bring it up. That it is probably not the best way to evaluate our students' performances. What do you think? Do you think we need to reevaluate how we evaluate our children?
Tell me that question again.
Do you think we need to look at a different way in which we test our children from the education system?
I guess we can. There are different ways that we assess the children to read. But I think one of the important things, especially with the SE, the problem there was in the children comprehending. If there are figures, they are able to handle that. But from the time it is couched in words, it makes it even more difficult. So the comprehension aspect of it is what we have to focus on, and helping them. First of all, we have to teach them how to look at what the author is saying, and how to interpret what the message they want to bring. So I guess we have to look at some research into how to retest, but it does not take away from the fact that they need to understand what they are reading.
All right, Sister Aneta Alexander, thank you very much for coming. Elena, also special thanks to you for coming as well. So yesterday, and Carrie, yesterday we all wore pajamas to work, and part of the reason was to raise a... Yes, I think everybody saw, everybody saw. What part of the reason for us doing that is to get people in the organization to make a contribution to give towards a charity. And the charity we selected was the Reading Association of Trinidad and Tobago. And
nice.
Yes, so on behalf of the entire TTT family, we would like to present you and your association with this check. Hopefully it goes a long way in terms of getting reading and literacy training to the students who need it.
Thank you so much.
We will definitely continue to work with FEEL and the other organizations as well as we move forward. So thank you very much for the work that you are doing.
And may I say that next week, the conference, it's at City Hall for 2 days, 24th and 25th, from 8 to 3:30.
8 to 3:30.
So, and we're targeting our teachers and anybody interested in literacy. We really would like to see them there.
Well, there you go, teachers. Make sure.
And thank you so much. This is such a wonderful surprise.
Yes,
thank you.
That is what we do.
Go a long way.
Yes.
So thank you to FEEL.
All right, thank you very much, Aneta Alexander, and also Elena for coming on this morning. Carrie?